Welcome back. This is Jeff Byers. This is video 10 on creating a stylistic character body. Let's go ahead and finish this guy up. Let's go to edge mode and click on this edge right here at the top. Do a Control E and W, and let's just move that down. Okay, since this is a break in our mesh, we're going to go ahead and go right click, selection. We're going to merge these two vertices together. Go into Weld Tool and click on let's go to the perspective. It looks like this one's pretty flat. It's having a hard time finding that edge or vertex. Interesting. Let's go to vertex mode, hit the Q key, and let's kind of move that around. Let's get that out there a little bit farther. Having some troubles here. Hit the F key so I can focus on this guy. And moving this out. There we go. Get it kind of close to what's going on here. Alright, so that should work. Go to selection mode. Let's try this again. Weld tool. There we go. Looks like we found it. Come on. And this is kind of the instance that I was telling you about. This is what I would do. I'm gonna go in here and select these little guys. Sometimes the weld tool's extremely finicky if they're not planar, if they're not in the same plane. So we're gonna go and just do the old-fashioned merge to center. There we go. And sometimes I just do that. Let's click on this guy and shift select this guy, hit the G key, merge to center. There we go. So there's our break. And let's go ahead and pull that back. It was out there too far anyway. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is now we're just going to kind of go into this part right here. So I'm going to move this vertex up. Just kind of move these around a little bit. Kind of follow what we have going on here. There we go. And so we're just going to go ahead and just kind of extrude across to this one from this side. So I'm going to click on the edge tool and we're going to go ahead and extrude across. So this is kind of what we're going to do. Control E and W and extrude across, move out a little bit. Just kind of follow what we have here. Again, we're too far out. There we go. Just be careful how much. Put out here like that. And I think from this view here, I'm going to go to the vertex mode and kind of flatten that out a little bit. So it looks like that. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure in edge mode and go Control E again and move that over. And these will fit together like that. Okay, so that's kind of what we've got going on here. As we go down and around. So I'm going to go ahead and do these guys as well. So I'm going to click on this edge here And let's go across, Control E and W. Control E and W. Here we go. I think that'll work. Okay, let's move these vertices around a little bit. And we don't want too much space there, just kind of keep them nice and so they all flow together. This one goes this way. So we've got another edge here. Go ahead and Control E, W. Control E, W. That happens. Let's go Control Z back. Alright, so I went back. Control E, W. I forgot to move that quick enough. And Control E, W. There we go. Alright. So let me get all these vertices set up here properly. And so that will go back a little bit. This will go up a little bit. This will go up. This will go up a lot. So we kind of have that thing going on there like that. Okay, so let's go to the perspective view now and kind of see what we got. Looks like a mess. So let's go ahead and get these rounded. Kind of follow what we have here. Kind of what I like about the target weld tool, kind of forces us to get these points to snap to their designated area, which is the other point. But we're just going to have to go in here and just kind of make these so they're not flat. Okay, that looks good. Go to the next row. Alright, pretty good, not perfect, but pretty good. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and start, see if we can get the target weld to work again. So, object mode, and we're going to go hold down the shift key and the right mouse button, and we'll start target welding. See if I can get this to work again. Selecting this guy and that guy. Ah, come on. This guy. There we go. Sometimes it remembers what vertex you selected last time. Kind of a glitch, I think. There we go. We're just going to weld these together. Welding. There we go. And there we go. Good. Right. Not the greatest looking, but we're getting there. You can always hit the Q key. That'll get you out of target weld. And let's go ahead and move around a little bit and just move some of these vertices around. Like so. There we go. That looks good. Not too shabby. And we'll move these around a little bit more. It's good to kind of spread that distance out. There we go. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, we have another one that goes over. this out a little bit. Again, we can shape this a little bit better. Definitely shape it better. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go into the edge mode and do one more across. I'm going to go to the back view, Control E and W, and Control E and W, and Control E and W. So there we go. And again, move those vertices around to match the other vertices you're going to weld to. Makes sense. Just make sure you don't select anything on the other side. That could really mess you up. Okay, let's go ahead and go into perspective mode, and again, you know the drill. You got to move everything back to kind of try to align with the other vertex. I suppose you could do this. I just thought of this. You could hold the V key down and snap it to that one, and then move it down a little bit. That would get it in line with the other one. That's the sneaky little trick you could use. I'm going to hold the V key down and then take it and move it out a little bit so it's not, or move it down a little bit. I don't want to move it out, I want to move it down. So there we go, move it down a little bit so we can weld it. It'll be in the same area at least. Forgot about that sneaky little trick. And move it down a little bit like that. And this one here, go ahead and hold the V key and snap it, and then move it away. We got to be able to move it away because it's got to snap to that. Alright, so let's go back into selection mode and go to the target weld, and this should be quick. Target weld this one. Maybe it was going to be quick. There we go. Okay, and this one. Alright. Okay, so let's move some vertices around a little bit. I think we're getting pretty close. We just gotta fill this hole up, which is not too hard to do. So what we're gonna do is select, go to the edge mode, click on this one and this one, and we're gonna go extrude. Control E, W, move that up, and let's go to the back mode, or back face, back orthographic, and let's go ahead and move these into play here, and we'll weld these together, so these are the last ones. So I'm going to do my sneaky little trick is to hold the V key down with the W on and just snap it and then move it down away. Snap it, move it down, and snap this one, holding the V key, and then move it down and away a little bit like that. Alright, so I'm going to go into selection mode. I am going to go to vertex mode. Not that. I'm going to hold down the target weld, get into target weld, and weld these. Whoops, see, it remembered my last vertex, remember? So I'm going to click off and click on that one and weld, weld, and weld. There we go. Alright, not looking good. So I'll have to go in there and move these vertices around to make it look a little more round. I'm not going to spend time to do that. You guys can do that. You can hit the Q key and just move these vertices around to round this area out and make it a little bit more realistic. Okay. Alright, so I'll come back to the next video and we'll finish the upper body in the next video.